Hi there, so here I have the, now I'll try and pronounce this, I think you call it the Gaosur, G-A-O-S-U-R, Gaosur, whatever you want to call it. Strange names, some of these brands. Aluminium alloy ETIV laptop stand. I'm not sure what you like ETIV. Waterproof protection, really? Sun protection, recycling, high temperature protection. Do not throw away. What are you talking about? Okay, we ignore this stuff. Let's have a look at the tablet stand or laptop stand. Could do both. Okay, so we've got a little charger. Yeah, thankfully it is USB-C rather than some of the older cables I get through. It is quite short though, the cable. I will say that. Let's measure it quickly on my desk. We are, oh okay, it's big, it's longer than I thought it was going to be. So we're looking, excluding the end connectors, 46 centimeters. So that's not too bad really. Actually, it's more than I thought it was going to be. Obviously this is quite handy because it folds completely flat. Now I have had metal ones before and I've had big laptop stands. This is the first sort of compact, I would call this travel laptop stand. I've got my tablet here which is 12.4 inch just for a size comparison. It's got little feet here that pop out. These they do flap around a bit, so they don't actually sort of stay in place. And then this, okay, so this is an unscripted review, so I don't look at the instructions. So got this right. So these are the little feet to hold your laptop in place. On the back, the fans, got a couple of pull out stands here. And they then just drop down into these little holes. So that's really easy to put together. I mean, it is quite dinky in size. Again, we can look at this and go, well, the width is 21 centimeters. The depth is, we're going to go for about 17 centimeters on that. So it is very neat and compact. Now I've got a power supply here, which is quite handy. Plug this in like that and see where the port is for powering it. Just not this side. Oh, on the back. Okay, so on the back, if you can, I'm going to drop this out so you can see this. We have what's be an on-off switch. There we go. On-off switch, USB-C, which should be the cable, and then we also have a USB-A port. So it may be that you can power a device or charge maybe your phone or something from this when it's in situ. I can test that out. Now the one thing to say, that nothing actually holds, now this slides as well, so you can, how you want to have that. The only thing I would say, this doesn't actually, clip into place, it sort of just, they just sort of sit in the holes, which is fair enough. So once in there, you can slide this back and forward. I suppose if you've got a larger tablet, you're going to want more support behind than if you had a small device. So I still didn't plug it in, did I? So there we go. So I've lifted it up now, and of course those feet have popped out. Just trying to find a hole to put them in. Let me turn my lights off so you can see the. And I'll also try and be quiet. The background noise is my desktop PC running. It's quite nice, cool blue light. That's quite smart. They're not pumping, there's a decent amount of air coming out. I mean, it's not full on blowing your hair away sort of power. So it's quite compact. And then we'll take my tablet and just drop that on these little bits here, and that's it. So it really is quite good. It looks quite smart because it lights up. There's a desk on there, it's blue. Yeah, I really quite like this. And price is, well, it's $32.99, and that, it is a nice piece of kit. It's aluminium, you know, it's really compact. Overall, it's really good. When I consider you can get full-on, full-size 17-inch laptop cooling stands for actually less than that price, it does make it look a bit on the expensive side. But in saying that, I really quite like it. I think for travelling, you know, even if you're on a flight on a plane actually, but in saying that, how would you power it? Most probably you could power it from a power bank. I'll just grab one and we'll check that. And I haven't tested the USB port as well to see what that actually does in terms of whether it will charge a device. So I'm going to grab a cable at the same time to do that. So I've got a USB to USB-C cable. Try and remember where that hole is. It's sort of about here. That's what I hate about these. You've got to get them the right way round. I think that's in. Let's put the tablet back on here. You can see then if it's going to charge or not. Other end of the cable, which is here. Let's plug that in the back side here. Let's see if it charges. Okay, so it is actually charging my laptop at the same time. I'm not sure what the output is of that port. On the back, let's have a look at the instructions. It's not a lot. Right, okay, so we got output specifications. It says 5 volt 2 amps. So the just double checking this. So the USB-C input is 5 volts 2 amps. There's 2 amps going in. And the USB output is 5 volts 2 amps. Now, if that's the max, and the tablet is obviously going to be using, sorry, not the tablet, the fans are going to be using some of that. So it's not going to be fast charging, but it would potentially minimize the drain on your battery rather than actually charge it up while using it with this stand, which is quite useful. You know, it's going to be quite handy, or you could plug your phone in or something to charge that at the same time. Product weight 440 grams. They're not overly heavy. It says the fan speed is 2000 revs per minute, revolutions per minute. Fan air volume 74.35 CFM. Not quite sure what CFM means. Perhaps someone could let me know. I can look it up. And that's saying the size is 210 by 15 by 16 mil. Obviously 16 mil with a height where it's actually compact and flat. Product colour silver, we can see that, and it's aluminium alloy and plastic. So I actually really like this, and although I think $32.99 is a bit expensive, I would most probably pay that for it. Mainly for the convenience side of things. It folds up really neatly. You know, I don't travel so much as I used to. I used to travel a lot on business and go to foreign countries and flights and things. Really quite useful. It folds up quite compact. Maybe a little bag would have been ideal for it. Just realised one thing I didn't test was the button on the back. Whether that is, yeah, that's just a straight on-off switch. Sometimes they can turn the light off and keep the fans going, but this is a straight on-off. Hope this helps. Thanks very much for watching, and I quite like this. Bye. I did forget to do one thing when I was talking about this. I did say I would see whether it would work with a power bank, which I've got here. I'm trying to not show you the name because obviously I'm not reviewing the power bank. Let's plug that in there, and this should be on. Turn this on. So I'm running this now from a power bank, so that will work fine as well. I mean, it's a nice little setup. You've got your power bank, you've got this, and then you've got, in my case, a tablet on there. 12.4, so 13-inch laptop, so it'll be slightly bigger than that. It's quite a neat little setup. And of course, if you have a power bank, you can use that to charge your device at the same time as well. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.